Hey everybody, it's me, Zach, and welcome back to my channel. Hey everybody, hi! How are you all doing? I hope you're doing so well today. Today, I want to talk about one of my niche interests, which is what I love doing over here. And today, my niche interest comes from TikTok. When it comes to TikTok For You pages, it's safe to say that mine is a little eclectic.
Let's get some straight, Kid Rock. Stop sending me love letters blaming me on Facebook. For one, you never had me. Another thing, you never loved me. You love Lauren Boebert. So let's get that straight. I didn't go to an honoration party. I didn't go to the beach. And I didn't go to a motel with Lauren Boebert. You did. So let's get that straight, Kid Rock. You didn't cheat on me. You never had me. Let's get that straight.
A little unique.
I'll kick somebody's ass about this man too. They put their hands on him because I'll knock them out because I'm not the one. I'm gonna be in that mood to fight one day, and they ain't gonna like me because they're gonna regardless.
A little obscure.
Watch this. I'm gonna add cheese to this hot dog, all the way from one end to the other. Here, babe, hold the phone. Watch the hot dog. You're watching. Y'all see that? That cheese all the way through that hot dog. It's cool.
I definitely built my For You page brick by brick.
You ever seen a 270-pound realtor witch? Let me show you. You know, it ain't easy being a witch.
So when I scrolled onto Peach Lady 54's now viral TikTok of her opening up and trying a jar of Costco peaches, I thought it was very unique to just me and my family.
I finally went to Costco and I got the big thing of whole peaches since it's the winter time and I can't get a really good peach. I thought these would be. Let's taste the juice really quick. Oh my God, that's amazing. Oh my God, look at this one. Hold on. Gotta get it. I can't get it out of here. What's going on? Oh my God. Hold on a minute. Let me get something to get it out of here. When I tell you this isn't coming out of the jar, my God, really? I just want a peach. It can't be this hard, right? I got it. That's a big peach. If you guys go to Costco, they have these right now. They're so freaking good. You're gonna love these.
But then I realized a lot of people are very aware of this mom and her love of Costco peaches. And at the time of me filming this video, that viral video sits at 34 million views with 3.1 million likes. And she currently has 459.7 thousand followers. So there's definitely something about the peach lady that resonates with all kinds of people on the internet. And honestly, after looking at this TikTok again today in preparation for this video, I had the thought, wow, this is definitely something that would have gotten somebody on Ellen back in the day. It was very much giving the same energy as the mom who put on that Chewbacca mask in her car.
Yes! Now watch when my mouth actually moves. That's not me making that noise, it's the mask! Here, listen.
But the thing about Peach Lady 54 is that the peach situation type of deal wasn't just a one-off thing. This diva carried this same energy into pretty much all of her TikToks. Just fun, silly, goofy, lighthearted energy. I remember one of the first things that I saw after the Peach TikTok was her like showing this cherry Gucci, I think it was Gucci necklace.
Look at this. I finally got it in the mail from the TikTok shop. I'm extra like that, okay? I got a date tonight with my husband. My hair is done. My makeup is done. So this is like a choker, and it finally came in the mail. I am so excited because I love these kind of necklaces, and I can never find them nowhere. So it comes with a big cherry. And, you know, this is a scarf necklace thing. You just tie it in the back as tight as you want or as loose as you want, and you wear it out. And I got my nice silk shirt to wear today. I'm really excited. You don't have to wear it out. You could wear it like to pick up the kids or go shopping for food or just with some jeans and dress it up or dress it down. If you want this, I mean, it's beautiful. If you want this, I mean, the gold, it's the gold up here and then the two cherry balls down here and they're sparkly. And I matched it with the choker necklace. If you want this, you go get it in the TikTok shop. And I linked it below for you. You better get yours because this is everything right here. It looks good, right? I know it does.
Which turned out to just be a bag charm. Like, it's literally something that you're just supposed to put, like, on your fancy bags or whatever. And in fact, she still often wears this necklace in videos that she does for TikTok. It didn't take long for people to become a big fan of how she functioned. Some of her most popular clips are her eating unconventional snacks of the day in the most chaotic ways possible.
I started eating my snack of the day, but I wanted to share it with you. So it is 2 of those brownies, you know, those brownies with the little things in them. And 1 of these ice milk. So I have ice and milk. This is the most delicious dessert. I mean, it's off the block. Heaven. Okay. This is good. You're missing out. If you're an adult with adult money, enjoy.
And despite the mess of it all and like the ice and milk of it all, I really, really wanted a fucking cosmic brownie ice cream sandwich after I watched her eat that. People also grew really fond of her very unique way of pronouncing most words.
Do you know what pierogies are? These are pierogies. It's a Polish snack. And I'm going to show you how to make them.
And it wasn't just pierogies, it was also her interestingly new fascination and finding of tacos.
I found these. Have you seen this tacos? This is Tacos Intense Nacho, non-spicy. I don't like spicy. Okay, I can't have the regular tacos, you know, that spicy one. I can't. Like, no. My daughter can eat them. I can't. And then I found the guacamole tacos. And this is, it does say mild, but I got my milk just in case. We're going to see if I can handle them and which one I like better. This should be interesting. Let's start with the non-spicy nacho, intense nacho. Looks like a regular tacos. Okay. Not too bad. Guacamole? I don't like guacamole at all. In fact, I hate guacamole. That smells weird. Look at this one. Why does it look that fat? Oh! Oh my God. Oh. No.
One of the most endearing things about her is that she does this thing in her TikToks where she's like, oh my gosh, sorry, I don't want to waste film.
No. I don't want to waste film. Let me shut this off and I'll show you what it looks like.
And when she does it, it just like really takes you back to when you were growing up. For me as a millennial and your parents had like a little like video camera, camcorder situation type of deal. And they're very concerned about wasting film because you only had so much film and if you just sat there and filmed anything, you would waste it. Not to mention, obviously now it's very easy to edit videos on your phone to edit out like dead space. And also most people have phones that have plenty of storage space for videos and photos and things like that. And in general, I think one thing that I really loved about her videos is that she had a way of just like mocking influencer culture, especially for somebody like me who's recently got into this like feeling of like, why are all these influencers trying to like sell us on everything, especially on TikTok where there's the constantly ads for the TikTok shop and influencers trying to get you to participate in capitalism, consumerism. And she would mock them and she does this like hand thing all the time in her videos to mock them. Honestly, there's a lot of things to enjoy about her content. It's very carefree, it's very silly, and the examples I've shown thus far really only scratch at the surface of the wide variety of things that Peach Lady 54 does on her TikTok channel. But all of the things I shared with you so far are the things that really endeared me to her. Like, while I don't know her personally, obviously, there's some things about her that just really remind me of the energy of one of my aunts. Something feels very familiar about her, something feels very authentic and genuine. I will say there are folks who think that she's putting on like a persona or character for the internet, for her TikTok.
I honestly am convinced that your whole personality is scripted purely for TikTok. Let me move this a second. It's not. Sometimes I mispronounced words, okay? I am almost 55 years old in a week. Well, June 10th. Today's the 2nd. And you don't follow me, but you're always leaving rude comments. I make people happy, and that's all that matters. Doesn't matter whether I mispronounce things or, do stuff differently than other people. That's what makes me different. And I shouldn't have to explain this to you. But guess what? You don't follow me, I'm blocking you. Let's get on with the video, okay?
But personally, my vibes are just that she seemed like a really genuine person. So not to waste film myself, let me tell you a little bit about what really this video is about for me, and it's about the time or the specific TikTok that kind of changed all of those warm, happy feelings that I had about Peach Lady on TikTok. As I was scrolling through my For You page, I had a lot of her TikToks coming up because I follow her, and every time one of her videos come up, I like it because I want to make sure that I keep getting them in my For You page. I want to make sure the algorithm knows I want to see her content. And then one of her videos came up where she was responding to a person who asked her, "Did you vote for Donald Trump? I really hope not because I love you."
Do you vote for Donald Trump? I really hope not because I love you. I am going to answer this question one time and one time only. And by the way, I'm sorry you love me. I'm blocking you. Do you know why I'm blocking you? Because you're asking me that stupid question. I'm going to answer it for you. Today I'm having apricots for breakfast. Coffee from Starbucks. I mean, I made it, but it's Starbucks. And then creamer. I gotta get to the dentist again. My hair is hairing, isn't it?
Now, to be clear, I don't keep a running list of content creators that I follow and who they do or do not politically endorse. Although I would say I don't actively seek out people that support Donald Trump or are conservative in nature. And if I found out that somebody did support Donald Trump, I'd probably be very likely to not follow them. But I don't think it's a crime against humanity for social media content creators or influencers to not say something. I certainly think that's a choice to not say something, but I also don't go to a Dollar Tree haul, for instance, and expect that person to be giving me their thoughts on the current administration or the politics of the world. So I very rarely, on my end, I'm not the kind of person that goes to a content creator and has an expectation that they have an opinion or stance on every single thing on the internet. I am, however, a person that has a lot of my own beliefs and has naturally over time, when it's come up on my channel, when it's come up on social media, shared my thoughts and opinions about the things that matter to me and are important to me and my community. But yeah, I don't personally require every content creator I follow to disclose who they voted for. But what really turned me off about this video from the Peach Lady is that she posted it at all. You want to be apolitical on social media when you have a social media platform? Sure, I guess. It's certainly a choice considering all the shit that's happening in the world, but if that's how you want to approach your social media platform, that's fine. But let me be very clear when I say this. This video on TikTok that she posted is far from apolitical. Apolitical would suggest that she has neutral feelings about the election, about the vote, about her vote, about people asking her how she voted, and that is not the vibes that you get at all from that. Like, she starts the video off saying, I'll answer your question, like, I'll get to it, and then passive-aggressively just does not answer it whatsoever. And she even goes as far to say she's gonna block the person who asked her because it was a stupid question. And then on top of all of that, she's in the comments and she's liking people's comments who are saying, like, it's nobody's business but your own. Like, I miss when how people voted was allowed to be private. The voting booth is anonymous for a reason. And I think what's important here is the attitude and the tone of this video. I mentioned several times, and I'm sure you could see in the examples that I shared, that her videos are lighthearted. They're silly. They're very, very, very unserious. But that's not what you get from this video. This is somebody who clearly feels some type of way that somebody would come into her comments and ask her how she voted. Why is this virtually the only video I've seen of hers on TikTok where she displays this kind of attitude? I don't get it, unless she feels some type of way about the way she voted. I also don't appreciate that she's acting so naive about why people would care if she voted for Donald Trump. I would think even Donald Trump's most ardent supporters would understand why people have qualms and issues with him, his administration, his platform, his bigotry, etc. And this level of confusion over why people might be upset that you voted for him or didn't vote for him is something that I think really illuminates maybe the level of privilege you have in getting to make a choice about how you voted and who you voted for in a way that, like, perhaps to you, it didn't really matter who won and it doesn't impact you in the way that it impacts many, many, many Americans in this country. To be able to say that your vote in an election is private and personal is a really privileged take. It's to say that it only matters to you how you voted, when really our votes impact the community. Our votes impact the country at large. Personally, I don't make decisions about politics just thinking about myself. I make decisions in politics related to how it's going to impact people at large, people in my community, people I care about. And yeah, maybe Peach Lady 54 isn't directly impacted by the things that the Trump administration is doing. But just to be clear, many, many, many people are. Just in recent news, Trump has deployed the National Guard in California, in Los Angeles, to deal with protesters who are rightfully protesting Trump's administration and ICE's inhumane treatment of immigrants in our country. Just in recent news, the Trump administration is trying to pass the Big Beautiful Bill, which bankrolls tax cuts for the nation's wealthiest people while gutting healthcare for all Americans, and more specifically and more disproportionately impacts LGBTQ Americans in this country. It targets funding for things like HIV prevention and also forbids funding for transgender affirming care. And of course, those things are not all encompassing of all of the things that the Trump administration is currently doing. It's really just probably the tip of the iceberg on the ways that the Trump administration is targeting marginalized communities in our country. And the people who are impacted by legislation like that, people who are impacted by Trump's use of military force in California, they don't have the option or the ability to remain neutral on who they voted for and how voting for Donald Trump impacts them. Because the political is personal. I just want to say I think everybody on the internet has a different threshold for what they're willing to accept from content creators they follow. Even over time, I've grappled personally with the ways that I talk about my beliefs and the things that I care about morally on my channel, on my Instagram, on my Twitch, etc. And in many cases, I've also faced criticism from people who felt like I needed to do more, people who felt like I was virtue signaling, The reality is a lot of people are going to be unhappy with how you're choosing to show up to support these causes or not support these causes. And certainly when you start making content on the internet, nobody hands you a booklet and says, here's how you deal with, well, literally anything on the internet, but more specifically to today's video, here's how to deal with nuanced topics about politics, about racial justice, about social justice. Nobody's handing you a booklet to tell you how to do that on the internet. And to that extent, I can give Peach Lady 54 some level of grace as a human, as somebody who probably only just recently started being a social media influencer. And I think a lot of people worry that like coming out too strongly about one side or the other is going to alienate their audiences. And maybe that's where she's at. I mean, there are plenty of people in her comments being like, it doesn't matter who you voted for, blah, 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 blah. So if it really doesn't matter who you voted for, then you should probably just be able to say it, right? Like, if it doesn't matter if you voted for Trump, if you voted for Harris, who you voted for, then just come out and say it. But obviously, again, that's why this TikTok is not the neutral stance she thinks she's taking. And what I will say is that I've actually lost more subscribers here on YouTube by sharing an unpopular opinion about Amberlynn Reed throwing a cake that a fan sent her away than I've ever lost from people unsubscribing because of my beliefs about Trump, my beliefs about a free Palestine, my beliefs about LGBTQ rights, my beliefs about racial justice, etc. What I hope people continue to like and support about me is that I'm somebody who sticks to my values and my truth of who I am as a person. And that's what I hope is demonstrated when I do choose to talk about these things on my channel in a way that makes sense. Because like I said, like, for all intents and purposes, I'm also a really silly, goofy channel over here, right? Like, most of you probably don't come here for my hot takes about politics, and most people are probably not going to Peach Lady 54's channel to get her thoughts on what's happening with Donald Trump's administration. And also, based on the TikTok she shared, maybe Peach Lady didn't vote for Trump. Maybe she's an ardent supporter of human rights and social justice. Honestly, I didn't really think a lot about her politics until she posted this video, to be quite honest with you. And now she's quite literally left the question unanswered and has allowed people to fill in the blanks for themselves. And that's all we can do, unless she provides clarity again in the future. And in times that feel really uncertain for a lot of people, I think people just want to know who they're watching. And that level of authenticity I felt in her videos and all of these other videos where she's just being fun, carefree, silly, goofy, like that is really missed in this video. And I think that is ultimately not a good look for the Peach Lady. But that's all I got time for today, so I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did and you're brand new to my channel, consider subscribing down below. Hit the bell button so you get a notification every single time I post a new video. Make sure to leave me a comment, hit like, click share, and follow me on all my social media. I had so much fun today. I hope you did too, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!